Okay, Virgo. So I'm seeing such emphasis on these particular axes, all right? Meeting in the middle here. Let's start with the beginning card. So we get the Five of Swords. Karma, right? It's karma coming back because the Justice card is the governor of the laws of the universe, right? He makes sure that whatever goes out comes back. Whatever energy is emitted comes back to you. Not necessarily in the exact same way. It's not necessarily an eye for an eye, but it comes back. And I think in this regard, it actually comes back in your favor. Now, I don't say that this is a bad person, right? He's still upright. He's manifesting positively, with the exception of this King of Coins over here, which makes me question something. So what I'm actually seeing, you guys, whenever I get cards like this and I see them connected and one is upright and one is reversed and like one is on top of the other, which not technically, but that's just kind of how I'm pulling it out here. I feel like this is the part of themselves that they show to the whole world, right? This is the part of themselves that they push out and they allow others to see, and it's the fun, personable, amicable, awesome person, right, that people love to be around. But I have a feeling that you see the dark side of this person, right? You are well acquainted with that part of them, the part of them that is probably selfish, extraordinarily stubborn, okay, as we see with the King of Coins, not as generous as they would like everyone to believe that they are. And I think for me, the word sour is coming out big time. They're very sour. Okay, now remember, some of you may be dealing with toxic Virgos, and this could absolutely be them as well. So there's a bitterness to everything, and it's like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So this Five of Swords thing, I don't see as it being a surprise, right? I don't see it being a surprise. So it's not as though you're gonna feel overwhelmed, because I think you know how to handle it now. What's so great about it is the opportunity that comes out of it, right? There could be some financial reward, especially if this is a professional setting. It could be a promotion. Yes, sure, absolutely. It could be recognition or accolades of some kind, and it could be even potentially a new romance coming in, okay? Be careful of the Knight of Wands, though. I don't want you to go in that route. I'm suspecting it's going to be someone who is more on your speed, who is more on your level of consciousness. Now, because of the Five of Swords, I do see you exhibiting a great deal of caution. You're not about to just like, oh, okay, here's something new and blah, I'm just going to jump into it. No. You're going to take precautions. You're going to be honest with yourself. You're going to kind of coax yourself through the whole process before you start making any gigantic leaps of faith. Because I don't think you want to be anybody's fool. You don't want to play other people's games. And I think you've been played, Virgo. I do. I think you've been played. You've been played and you've been tricked. And, like maybe someone said like, yes, okay, let's use a romantic scenario. Yes, I want to love you. I want a marriage. I want this. I want that. But then a few weeks later, they turn around and they're like completely MIA, right? So it's like, well, you say you want marriage and babies, but where did you go, right? Kind of thing. So, and again, that can go in any compartment of your life, doesn't have to be romance. So you don't want to be played, you don't want to be tricked, and you don't want to, because it's like what? Shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But fool me 3 times, Virgo, you're an idiot, you deserve it, right? So it's like you're not going to do that fool me 3 times kind of thing. So with caution, but not necessarily caution so much as observation. I like that word a lot better, right? You move forward in a state of observation, which is a beautiful way of looking at it. So when we look at the King of Wands here, like I was saying, there might be a third party situation. This is, if not, this is definitely someone that really likes to go out and be social. They're probably somewhat of a social butterfly. They like to be seen. Maybe they're quite extroverted, which is somewhat opposite of you, Virgo, unless you have highly extroverted placements in your chart. But they could be someone who is, more hedonistic. Not that that's bad, but, I think for you, you've probably chosen a more spiritual route, and they're more of the body, which again is fine, but it's just not your speed. They are the keeper of, or the holder rather, of certain promises. Now we do like a Six of Cups, all right? I think there is something sweet and genuine and kind with everything, and it can represent, maybe this is someone a little bit older than you, someone you respect a lot. But that's what makes it so disconcerting, right? Is that how is it that someone you really like, someone you really trust, who gives you a gift, suddenly kind of do the weird bait and switch kind of thing? You have something. I don't see them as being in the position of giver. I see them being here, and you have something that they either want or need, and it can be energy. There could be a narcissistic vibe coming through here. I only say that because of the King of Coins reversed over here. So, if you are dealing with a me kind of person, this is absolutely not someone that you should be giving like any attention to. Don't validate them. You know what I mean? Don't validate them, because you validating them is only going to put you at a loss. I think, unfortunately, this is a transactional connection. It's not unconditional. And even for you, as much as we would all like to say, okay, yes, totally, we are all so unconditional, we are all so beautiful, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's great in theory, but most of us are still not operating like that, So be careful that you're not on the losing end of this transactionary relationship, okay? So here we move forward with the Knight of Wands. Again, I do think it's a couple different people. This one more elusive than this one. And again, very depleting. Queens, right? There you are, Virgo, coming out feminine earth element. So I don't think you understand them at all. And I don't even think you should really waste your time trying to figure it out, Virgo. They're not at your speed. They're not at your pace, and they never will be. This is a go, 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 go type person, and not necessarily in the most productive way. You can have a go, go, go attitude, right? You're kind of the never-ending energetic being of the zodiac, kind of like very fiery, actually, in terms of your progress and your mental stimulation and all of that. But this one is just more disjointed, right? Very fragmented, all over the place. And I just don't think you have the patience for that. This is more of a like fire and air, like let's leave that for fire and air, right? I'll stick to my earth and water kind of thing, right? It's just totally different temperaments, and they just aren't meshing very well right now. This is someone who could be really trying to knock on your door, really trying to say something, really trying to do whatever. But again, in your state of unavailability, because I think you do have an unavailable vibe. Even if you're married, or even if you have like prominence in the company, this is a let me close the office door kind of month for you, okay? With Virgo, Virgo is a hermit, so this might be a time of digestion and processing and really clearing out anything that, needs to be finished, and getting your head down in your work and finishing all the projects. And, it's highly productive, but in order to be productive, you absolutely cannot have the distractions, like Barbie dolls, right? You can't have the distractions. So as this person is knocking on your door, it's like, shield, no, office door closed, not going to happen. And it's their behavior exactly that is going to show you everything you need to know. Whoever this person is, they're absolutely like so completely transparent and so exposed, and they have absolutely no idea. So just let everyone do what they're gonna do. There's no need to try to control anything at this point. So here you are again, perfect with the Empress energy too. I know you're trying to create things, you know, I really do. I know you're trying to make the money, start the businesses, start the family, and the Magician is the perfect energy to do it. Let me tell you why the Magician makes me nervous, okay? Because it came out with the Devil and it came out with the King of Cups, okay? This is a Scorpionic energy. Could also be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces. I'm getting Gemini energies. I'm getting Sagittarius, Leo. A lot of Leo actually, and yeah, Scorpio again. Might be a couple others sprinkled in here somewhere, but anyway, just overall. Oh, Libra with Justice. So here we have this, and this guy, no matter what his sign is, doesn't matter, when he's reversed, he's one of the ones that makes me the most nervous. Okay, this guy we can handle. He's not manipulative. This one can be manipulative. This one can do the psychological warfare on you real easy, which is why I think that ice shield is real important, because you need to create that boundary, because your progress is the only thing that really matters right now. So if you find someone tapping into their own insecurity and, like I said, projecting, well, actually this was the guy that was kind of projecting out stuff, right? Either way, you could be having a lot of people project a lot of things onto you right now, which is why your energetic barrier is really important. This is someone that likely will make you feel guilty for their shortcomings, someone that will try to lure you back in to the devil scenario when you, more than anything, are trying so hard to fully release. And yet at the same time, right, you know how it's just like so completely done. And I think you know that if you were to get tempted back into this person's sort of mess, or this person's mess, then you would be in the position of being the martyr. And I know you don't like that, right? Because you know no one's going to feel sorry for you, right? What did I just say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you're an idiot. You deserve it, right? Like you should have known. Sorry, idiot's probably not the best word, but like you should have known. And that's like really hard on Virgo to like have that kind of mindset, because you know how hard you can be on yourself. So you don't expect anyone else to feel sorry for you, because no one will. And you don't want to feel sorry for yourself, because that's just a super wrong way to go. So that's why that energy barrier is so critical. And in a way, I almost see with this Magician between you, while you care very much for this person, I see you caring from them afar, right? From a distance. You're not about to cross the bridge, right? Full reversed. You're not making that journey. You're finding your safe space with your soul family, and you are merely wishing them well from way back here. And they're kind of like, I think you can see a lot of them, right? Like you can really see what's going on with them. Whether you're paying attention to them on social media, or you have a mutual friend group, or you do see them in the office, like you're looking at them from afar and just like wanting so badly to tell them something, right? You want so badly to tell them what to do and how to take care of themselves and how to fix the problem, but you know you can't do it, right? Because then you'll get involved, and you don't want to be involved. So here we have the 4 of Wands, which is great. We love 4 of Wands. And there is joy. And with the Ace of Coins coming out, Ace of Coins, Ace of Cups, there's a high probability, Virgo, that because of your empowerment, you are going to be drawing in some really amazing things, and especially some really amazing people. Okay, yes, money is a possibility, but I like the interpersonal connections that I'm really sensing here. So it could be a new romance for sure. And it could be a romance that comes in through your family, okay, or through your friends. 7 of Coins reversed tells me, actually, as much as we know you can be so detailed and so like precise and analytical with everything, I actually see you getting real relaxed. Like you're going to take a break from the analytical stuff. You're going to take a break from doing all the checks and balances. Like you're just going to enjoy your life, you know? And you're going to enjoy it in a way that's on your terms, because I have a feeling this person wanted you to enjoy your life with them, right? They wanted that, but they weren't doing it in a way that made you feel safe. This is a very, can be an unsafe energy a lot of times. You know, it can be an energy, I'm sorry, the only scenario I'm thinking of is like a threesome, right? Like a sexual way, like a threesome, trying to shake it up, trying to make it all like exciting or whatever. But I don't know. It just kind of never really makes anyone feel emotionally secure, right? So it's like the wrong kind of fun. Whereas the Four of Wands is the right kind of fun. It's the wholesome kind. So as we move through with Temperance, and man, another Knight, right? We're getting 3 Knights coming out. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and now the Knight of Cups. It's just like, it's so obvious. It's just going right into the Five of Swords. Just going right into the Five of Swords. This person, I don't trust them. They're coming out all sweet. I'm not trusting really either of them. It's so bizarre. They're coming out all sweet, right? They're coming out all like charismatic and romantic or whatever, but behind them is something very secretive. There's so much they're not telling you, and I don't think that you want to know. You know, I don't think you want to know. And I don't think you want to like stick around to find out. You don't want them to tell them, and you don't want to see it. Really, really, really stop answering the phone calls, you guys. Stop replying to the emails. Stop following on social. Like find your groove without this person or without this vibe, okay? Because there's potential for self-sabotage here. So when I get cards like self-sabotage and this kind of like weird betrayal kind of energy with Temperance, it's just like it doesn't really add up. We need you to be here, and the temptation to go back will be strong, but it's not stronger than a Temperance card. Your temptation is only strong because it's a major arcana, and the force can be like really overwhelming. It's like if you put a bowling ball in the center of your mattress and then you push down on the edge, like that bowling ball is going to roll toward the heaviness, and this is very heavy. And but you don't have to succumb to it though, right? Unlike the bowling ball, you have the power of free will, the power of choice. So you can stay planted in your comfy center of the bed. You don't have to roll off the edge. All right? So stay centered. I think the mask comes off with this kind of stuff because there was probably a point in time where you got fooled by the little sweet nothings and the kind little messages and all like the little promises and all of that. There was a time when you got fooled by that, but you're nobody's fool right now, right? The blindfold's off, the glove comes off, the swords fall out. Like you are absolutely ready to attack, metaphorically, the problem, okay? And this is also the Ice Queen energy too, but conscious Ice Queen energy of like, look, I've cast a barrier, you are not allowed to cross, you are not allowed to enter. I do wonder with the relaxed state that I'm feeling with the Seven of Coins reversed, and this can be real distracting, I do wonder how productive you're going to be. Like, I know there are so many things you want to do, but if you're still kind of teeter-tottering, like we see with the Two of Swords over here, if you're still sort of teeter-tottering and whatever, like you still have feelings that are present, or you still care about something, or you don't want to lose a friendship, you're gonna feel like torn, and there's going to be that question of like, am I betraying, like am I the one that's betraying someone? Am I the one turning my back on someone? Look, The answer is no. Okay, you're not. You're not the one doing that. And unless, of course, the roles are reversed and you're dealing with a toxic Virgo, okay? So here you have someone who may feel not as productive as they would like because their mind is still sort of spinning a lot. Because the lovers can be really like it's like, I think we've all felt that feeling, right? We felt that feeling of like the rush of emotions and the connectivity and the passion and all of this. And it's hard, you know, but this is also a card of intellect. And I do think your intellect, actually, I may be contradicting myself from what I said before, I can't remember, but your intellect is going to be doing you a lot of favors because logically, there are many, many, many reasons to not fall for this, right? Many reasons. So it's not as though you're like leading with your heart or whatever and it's taking you down a wrong path. Like, no, that's not what's happening. If you use your mind and you look at the facts, it's going to steer you clear of this whole thing. And it's going to steer you toward the joy and the comfort, and it's going to steer you back to yourself the way it always does. It's going to steer you away from the drama the way it always does, right? Away from this nonsense of the wands or the wand people. And you're going to find that, like, I don't know, like Virgo, I think you are finding a new meaning of love, like a deeper meaning of love with your family and with your best friends. And the romance part of it, or the work part of it, or the career and power part of it, it all just kind of goes out the window. And you're connecting with what I think you're going to discern as being the true meaning of life, you know? So the sun comes out, and you have this sort of open area here for you to like really think about your future. Really think about your life without the drama. To really think about your life without the emotional ups and downs and the stress. And you may struggle a little bit with that. Again, the tendency to go back is strong because it's been a part of your patterning for a while. But again, you also are aware of your awareness, so it's probably not going to happen. But I also know you might be feeling anxious too, to like replace this stuff with something else, but you might just not quite know exactly what are you going to swap? Well, right now I recommend not trying to swap. What I recommend is simply letting it dissipate, letting it dissolve into the part of the structure that is about to be destroyed by the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, okay? And let it be a part of that, because it's going to take several months for the swap out to really happen, because you're setting a tone with the universe. You're saying, okay, universe, I'm no longer saving a space for this King of Wands. I'm definitely not saving a space for this Knight of Wands, but I'm now, instead of saving that space, I'm going to be creating space, right? Maybe that's what the swap really is, from saving to creating space for the good things that life has to offer. And as you find yourself trying to decide, put yourself first. And I always say that, yes, okay, you may be entangled with this King of Wands here, you may be karmically connected, but it doesn't mean you have to put them first. No, this is you putting you first. That's always the answer. The answer always comes back to you. All right, so no matter how turbulent you may perceive the waters to be, the turbulent waters are only as turbulent as you perceive them to be. Right? That's the good news. So, little wordplay there. And here you are, right? Queen of Wands. How is the order of this? I don't remember the order. feel like it was something like this. I don't know. Either way, the Queen of Wands is, I think, was looking away from the King of Coins, if I remember properly. Looking away and looking toward the future and finding joy and just kind of letting this person, not to say she doesn't help, because absolutely she does 100%, but she's not about to help someone who doesn't really want the help. Here I think she is backed, but it's that frame, I think it's, I forget who said it, I'm sorry, I'm totally going to butcher this quote, but it's the idea of, I may stand as one, but I move forward with the energy of 10,000 before me, right? Standing on the shoulders of my millions of ancestors. So I'm going to do right by all the people that allowed me to have the life that I have, right? And to not wallow and complain and whine and get all into this mess. Like, no, I'm going to go, I'm going to create, and I'm going to make a difference in the world. And this is Virgo establishing their unity with their purpose and truly healing. Because Virgo is a healer, right? Virgo Pisces, it's a healing axis. Physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, but you can't heal anybody else. You can't make a positive impact on the world truly until you've truly made a positive impact in yourself and for your own life. So I see you tapping into your God-given gifts by being a Virgo, right? Your birthright of being a healer. Okay? And you do that first by healing yourself. And one of the first ways to heal yourself is to allow the new chapter to just simply open, right? And to allow this to crumble down when the tower comes crumbling down. And I think you know, fully mentally and emotionally prepared for that. It's not even going to be a thing. Right? Not even going to be a thing. So it's an excellent month, actually. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much, you guys. Happy birthday. Excuse me. And that's it. Take care. Bye-bye.